Oh no, no. Way too good.
Shock trooper spotted!
These guys don't know what the fuck just happened to him. What? From what? 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 What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Rocks my socks here, being a real man like always, bringing you some Battlefield 1 gameplay. And we're going to be talking about the Infinite Warfare beta today. Why? I understand that Battlefield 1 is out. I understand that this is gameplay from the beta like a month ago. I understand that the Infinite Warfare beta is out, and why am I not playing that, even though I'm a Call of Duty fanboy? Let me tell you, these are questions. I understand the questions. Let me be the one to answer them for you, okay? First and foremost, it is no secret that I love this beta. This Battlefield 1 beta was the greatest beta I've ever played in my life. It's truly a remarkable game. I will be picking up Battlefield 1 this year. I know it is out. I am incredibly poor at the moment and won't be able to pick it up for a while, but which is good in these Battlefield games because they are always adding new guns, maps, things, da-da-das. I think there's like another map coming out in like a month or something, so it'd be no problem to hop into that game at any part of its life cycle instead of plenty of players. That's the one thing about Battlefield games as opposed to Call of Duty. Battlefield 4 you could probably even pick, since the game's out, I wouldn't, since Battlefield 1's out, I probably wouldn't say, but I bought Battlefield 4 a year ago during the summer when it was slow, when Hardline was going down, and I've since re-downloaded a few months ago, and there's a huge player base, and that's the thing, because COD, since it's year to year, the player base pretty much just goes and goes. There's only like 3,000 people on Ghost right now that I'm playing, trying to get ready for this Infinite Warfare, or Modern Warfare Remastered is what I was really playing it for. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I had no faith, no hope for Infinite Warfare, all the way back to the first trailer. I wasn't the one who jumped on, I wasn't one of the many who jumped on the hate bandwagon and was disliking that first trailer and talking mad shit about it, but I was definitely a skeptical person talking about that I just don't want to be exo jumping around for a third straight fucking year. And I've made this analogy plenty of times, you know, either you learn to adapt or you get fucked on. In the old Call of Duties, your adaptation would come from actually your ability to move around the map, when to press, when not to press, knowing spawn locations, you know, your gun. There's just a lot that went into it, you know. These days, it's just grab a fucking gun, jump up in the air, and kill some people, and so that's where your learning curve comes in. If you're not 20 feet in the air, then you're not playing the game right. And so you get a game where if you've mastered it, or have a scuff, or have, or put the, oh yeah, listen to this, hold on, we gotta listen to this part. What the fuck? Oh my gosh, it's fucking us. It's fucking us. Ah! Ah! It hurts! Take it out! Ah! Get it off!
Hi guys.
Pretty funny, man. I've never seen that happen before. But what I'm saying is, if you're not adapting, right? If you're not jumping, and they have it, I like how they did it. Black Ops 3 was the first to do it. Infinite Warfare also copied. But for those people that was buying stuff, they had such a huge clear advantage in Advanced Warfare because they could jump and aim and do all that shit at the same time. As my number one biggest gripe with that game was the amount of scuff jumping controllers that came into that game. It wouldn't have been too bad if everybody was on the same playing field and could just jump and then aim midair, and I don't think it would be that prevalent. But with the addition of scuffs coming in, with the addition of Black Ops 3 putting in, what do they call, I don't even know what they call it. It's kind of like Bumper Jumper from Halo, except instead of using your L1 to jump, you're using your R3 to jump, so you can still aim and jump at the same time. And it creates a game where everybody's flying through the air, at least anybody who wants to be good or do good scores. So it creates such a hard line in the sand where either you're good or you're bad, and there's really no in between. There's no in between. So when you come into a gunfight and you jump up in the air, you see somebody, you jump up in the air and you kill him, and you know it's just some noob, he doesn't know, he doesn't react. That's an easy kill. That's all day, and you go on a streak of 2, 3, 4 easy kills. But if there's 1, 2 other guys in the lobby, even more if it's a whole team of tryhards, and every fight is in the air jumping, then all of a sudden everybody's jumping through the air. It's not Call of Duty anymore, and we're just not playing the game that we love and that we know that we could play. So the number one problem with the Call of Duty series right now and the Infinite Warfare beta is the exo suits jumping, and Infinite Warfare beta has some horrible things to work out with that quick scoping. Absolutely horrendous. Can't believe that ever made it past testing. The Call of Duty franchise has always been known for sniping, but never to the extent of that, and it's always been somewhat of a risk and reward mechanic where there's a high risk, but there's a high reward too. If you can get in there and you get the streaks, everybody can go up and walk and get a quick scope like it's nothing, but if you can keep them feeds going, keep that placement, get a collag, get a dual collag, get 4 headshots, those are things to be proud of. This running around and fucking zooming in and boop, 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 30 feet in the air, quick scoping everybody with auto aim and quick draw is just absolutely ridiculous and has absolutely murdered the franchise this year. I played the beta for a couple hours. I wouldn't say a couple hours. I played it for at least 4 days. Over the 4 or 5 days. And I already feel like I've played the game for a whole year. I feel like I've spent 365 days on it. It's just so fucking mundane. It's so mind-numbingly boring, unfair. That's the thing. It's either boring or it's unfair. It's mind-numbingly boring when you're easy running around, jumping the kids like it's nothing, da-da-da-da-da-da, and the game doesn't have much life to it. It's like we're playing Black Ops 3 again, except Black Ops 3, the specialists, everybody felt like they had a unique identity. Here I'm fighting 1,000 robots that all look the same in Infinite Warfare, and I don't want to fight robots. I'm a soldier. I want to fight soldiers. But more of the story, I'm not enjoying Infinite Warfare beta. It's not my cup of tea. And I don't really know what to say for the rest of this year, but that's all I gotta say. Nike rocks my socks. I am out of here. Deuces.